So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
We have already started here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Baresi does well to stand firm and defend it. Messi, Atletico Paranaense looking to pass. Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. Vieira gets it away. Nice sequence of passes this. And this is Forlan. Nice interception, well timed.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pirlo, he's shifting through the gears here. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Looking tidy in possession here. It's Forlan! Off the post! Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Forlan. Still goalless. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Yeah. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. Rangers applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Forlan! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Atletico Paranaense really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Cleared without complication.
And it's Rice. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff! And Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cruyff is offering a right smile there.
Cleared without hesitation. That is good strength. Stood up well to him there.
Atletico Paranaense
are looking to go forward now. That looks a cracking ball. Messi is herring after that one.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Pirlo.
Atletico Paranaense have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Ruben Dias
Wins the duel this time.
Now it's Forlan. Now it's Ronaldinho. And here's Messi.
Messi engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Half-time getting close now. Forlan.
And he's in on goal. Messi! It's in!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And here's Messi.
Picked out brilliantly. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Just a
The
quick
first half
announcement. We
thoughts?
would like to inform
Haven't
you
played that badly.
CCTV
Getting
is now
caught
in
again on the
operation for your
counter-attack
safety.
is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Atletico Paranaense have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Atletico Paranaense definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Pull it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Messi. Messi. Oh, good shot at goal! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
There's the shot! It's there! Back to within one! Interesting! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Ronaldinho. Now it's Cruyff. That's been cut out, well played. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Now it's Forlan. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
60 minutes played. Vieira. Rangers finding their passes, and that was nowhere near his best.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed. Forlan. It's Forlan! He's got a goal!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Substitution for Rangers, number 9.
So,
Messi.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
18,
actually.
Gullit.
Atletico Paranaense go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Number 22.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Eto. Number 15.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Vitinha. Number 7.
Now that's well seen too.
Substitution in progress.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Atletico Paranaense clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Platini will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ronaldinho, real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
75 minutes played. Now it's Doué. Now it's Villa. And the shot! And Cech pulls off a sensational save. Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Platini. Rijkaard.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Villa. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. David Villa. Thuram. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He shifted it to the flank. Threads one in. Schneider. Totti. Now it's Villa. Now it's Villa. And it's Schneider. Now it's Rice. Now it's Villa. He's in a... Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Throw-in. That's really well manoeuvred. Platini. Now it's Ronaldinho. Rice. Now it's Villa. David Villa. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Backward it goes. David Villa! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their 4th corner of the game. Big chance! And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, there's the clearance. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Eto'o. Ronaldinho. And here's Saka. And he's there to get it away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central... And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Atletico Paranaense with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, that's a fine interception. And a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hullet. Platini. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Turns and goes back. Pirlo. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah. And the finish! Ribery. So what can they make of this? And he's only too happy to take that back. And this is Ribery. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Atletico Paranaense are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Messi. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And the counter is on. Still goalless. And here's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho. And it's Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Forlan.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Forlan gets flagged offside.
Substitution for Rangers. Number 18.
Rangers choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And he cuts out the supply. Platini.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, what? And he's following up! Ronaldinho gets good distance on it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And he plays one through.
for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Rijkaard. Rangers have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. Eto'o. Good driving run. Crosses it in. And he's there to belt it away. Messi. Chance here to counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Atletico Paranaense have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Atletico Paranaense have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Messi. Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. And here's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Eto'o! He has done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Rangers are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Rangers grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members. Substitution for Rangers, number 8.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Coming on to replace him is number 10, Ronaldinho.
Atletico Paranaense looking to pass their way through. Great vision. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Messi. Ribéry. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's lost his man. Shapes to shoot! They just took too long getting forward.
Eto'o simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rangers finding their passes. Ronaldinho. Now it's Eto'o. Atletico Paranaense needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared away. Backward it goes.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It's played through for him. Baresi. Thuram. Knocks it into space. Messi receives it in a good position here.
Now that's shot a goal!
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught up this time, surely. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribery is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Pirlo. And it's Eto'o. Rijkaard. Gvardiol. Mateus. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Eto'o. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Platini. And this is Ronaldinho. Rice.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, played right into his big chance! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! Into the lead once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution for Rangers. Number
So,
17.
time for changes
Ribery.
on both sides, actually.
Number 9.
Atletico
Messi.
Paranaense go
Number
into the
15,
lead.
Platini.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Doku.
That's
Number
exactly
7,
what they need to keep doing.
Second.
Carry on plugging
Number
away and
13,
eventually you might just get that little break.
Substitution in
They're coming
progress.
again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Doku, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's had it taken off him.
Rangers really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Doué. Rodri calmly anticipates. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Shifted it to the flank. Eto'o. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Check. To Lahm. And here's Doku. Ronaldinho. Doku. And this is Ronaldinho. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's on it. Can he get away? Doué. Such a surely! It's in! And there we have it. The two-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Atletico Paranaense could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
2 added minutes has been
Ronaldinho,
indicated.
he has found the way through. Gvardiol. Distributed tidily. That's that, the end. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.